bro,
they're right down the road from me. Their headquarters. Like
Fort Washington.
Yeah, like 5 minutes away.
Yeah. I thought of you when I heard that that's where the headquarters was. I go, that's the bro tavern.
I pass it all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah,
you got to stop and see Kelly.
All right.
Look at bro with the Pinehurst hat on. He's got a really goth theme today. He's looking good.
Well, it's the first thing we talked about. Like, it's Eagle. Like we had breaking news: the Eagles.
Yeah.
We had the Flyers play tomorrow night in Washington. Obviously, the Sixers and the Phillies, which he and Renee do such a great job with the Phillies.
Great show.
But the first thing that we were talking about was the Masters. So let me just follow that along because you mentioned Vern, right?
I got a little verklempt yesterday.
So did I. I got Vern Klempt. I love Vern Lundquist.
He's the best.
He is the greatest. There's something about him, man.
He's Uncle Vern.
He is Uncle Vern. And everybody thanking him, and it was beautiful.
The fact that Tiger
throwing to him,
one of the most dialed in, like mentally focused athletes in the world, took time out of his. He's out of it, so it's easy to do. But he walks over and shakes Vern's hand at 16. Like that was, I was just like, oh man,
I know that
because Tiger's like at the end a little bit,
yeah.
Vern's at the end, and I was like,
Vern's got that call where it's like, in your life,
have
you ever seen anything
that was
like
the Tiger chip in?
Yes. There's
Vern's
nothing better than he had a couple of them yesterday. He's just the greatest.
I feel inclined to say,
yes.
He loves that one.
I know he is. He's the best. Yeah. By George, they did it. Like I still miss him on NCAA.
Yeah, he had that Leitner call.
Oh the shot. My God, yeah. I mean, how about his college football?
Yeah,
his SEC.
No. Him with Keith Jackson back in the day.
Vern made what's his face? He did color for CBS. Who is
Gary?
Yeah, Danielson. So Gary Danielson is has a kind of a no nonsense, prickly kind of personality. Yeah. And Vern made him lovable.
Yeah, Vern had that ability to make people
the
just
Iron
likable.
Bowl.
Yeah.
I love the Iron Bowl because of Vern Lundquist. Yeah. That's why broadcasters are so important.
They are
to us who love sports.
And we're pretty lucky in Philly. Like across the board, whether it's radio or TV, we have some because we have the MLB package over there, and I'll watch some out-of-market games here and there. I don't catch a ton of radio.
No.
But when you hear it, you're like,
it's all right.
We're pretty loaded here in Philly.
You know who I love? Ruben.
He's gotten a lot better.
I think Ruben is good. Sensational.
Yeah, and I think T-Mac's phenomenal.
Listen, he's always been great.
He's good at football, too.
He is. Basketball. Yeah. He's another one that does everything. T-Mac is terrific. But as far as an analyst,
Ruben's good.
Ruben's really good.
Because he can give you insight from front office to base coach to
and his
player.
delivery's good.
Yeah, I'd rather him be in the booth every game.
So would I.
The people they rotated and out just don't even compare with Ruben right now. And we hated him. Or at least I hated Ruben when he was a GM.
Oh, well,
and his transition.
He went for it, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Ruben put him on the table and went for it.
He was up. No, he would. But Ruben had that when you would. I had a great relationship with when he was a GM, but
was he sending you tips?
What's that?
He said it leaking your tips.
Yeah. But he was a guy who was he was that baseball, I'm baseball man, cool. He had the sunglasses. You remember one time he would have the sunglasses all the time. He'd have and we had spring training. He would never look at you. I would sit there at Frenchie's and I'd interview him and he'd be looking out. I go, yo, dude, you want to make eye contact once in a while? Is that right? And he laughed. He was, he was a serious guy at the time. But I think he's terrific.
Yeah.
Let's get back to real quick the Masters, and then we got to cover the gamut. Man. All right. So Scheffler, and they did I thought it was really interesting in the panel with Tirico. They talked about the difference. Tiger was obviously a killer, right? And it was amazing because on a Sunday, if you got paired with Tiger, you melted.
Yeah.
And the scores, it was unbelievable. If you played with Tiger throughout that weekend, I think only 4 guys shot over par. And
that makes sense.
During the whole time.
I mean, he has the greatest career below par scoring ever at Augusta. He was a -75. That got changed a little bit yesterday.
But if you played with him,
oh, you're toast.
You people always go, my worst round was I played with Tiger.
Yeah.
Because he would intimidate you too. Mm-hmm. Nicholas was like that. They talked about it, but they were talking about it in relation to Scheffler. And this goes to like a general sports conversation because Scheffler is such a sweetheart of a guy, right? Got a great personality.
Grandma's always coming.
Yeah, he's lovable. Like, he's a great dude. And they wondered, is he too nice? And then this was before the match.
Yeah.
And then he plays, and his game is really what wields the big club.
Yeah, it's interesting because like afterwards they were like, what are you going to do to celebrate this? He's like, I can't wait to get home. I just want to get out of here. He's like, I golf, but like that's not who I am. It's not what drives me. And I was like, damn, does this dude even like golf? So it's interesting, like Tiger, like you said, would want to kill you, like Kobe mentality. And then Scheffler's like, yeah, I'm just good at this and I do it so I can provide for my family. It's very like polar opposites. And
he's nice.
Yeah.
Like he's chatting it up. Like he's a nice guy, but he's freaking the best golfer since Tiger.
He's in a Tiger zone right now. It's unbelievable with this guy. His caddy, I just saw this morning, has already made $1.2 million this year, which would rank 54th on the tour. Wow. His caddy. I mean, this guy's in a zone where I said it to VG on last Wednesday. I was like, dude, just bet Scheffler. It's not a fun bet because you're not going to get any return on it. But I was like, it's a good bet.
Yeah.
I was an idiot. I was like, who wants 4-1 on my money?
Yeah. He was -110 to be like top 10.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
He's the closest thing we've seen to Tiger.
Which is interesting because if you put it in relation to, would you bet the Sixers laying 4.5? It's 110.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unbelievable. This guy is in the Tiger zone.
There were moments yesterday where he had like 2 or 3 holes that he gave people a window and they just couldn't. They couldn't even. Homa and Morikawa just collapsed.
Yeah,
the pressure.
The kid Aberg is unbelievable.
Yeah, he threw one in the water.
He's going to be good. But he's going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Phillies weekend, the sport that you cover, you and Renee.
Yeah.
What time?
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Yeah, right. 2-2 split this weekend.
Yeah, 11. Phillies, Bro and Renee, and then noon, Bo Wolf and Zach Berman for Birds and Devontae Smith. 2:30, you'll have our Sixer show with Devon and Kyle, and
yeah, it's we're gonna have Jim Salisbury join us this week, which we're really looking forward to. John Foley's in here today with us too, so we'll recap the weekend. I don't know what the date is when you start to worry about the offense. I'm not there.
Here we go.
I'm not there yet, but I am like looking forward a little bit. Like,
are you really concerned that these guys aren't going to turn it around?
Not yet, but like it's weird.
Memorial Day.
I hear you.
Memorial Day. Anything past Memorial Day?
Oh, the Phillies just hit into a double play. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I heard something in the background.
Anything past Memorial Day. If they are slumping
I know.
after Memorial Day, all right, well, then you can. Then
you might be a little more generous than me.
Well,
they're smoking the ball. I know there's bad luck involved with this.
Nah, it's not even. It's baseball. B, this is not who they are. You know who they are. They're a team that breaks when the weather breaks.
But why? Because other teams don't have this problem.
It's just a metaphysical question of life, There's just no real answer to it. It just is.
Well, first of all, what Charlie says about hitting weather is real.
Yeah.
Right?
It's nice out.
It's a real.
We've turned the corner.
But we haven't had great weather. It's been horrible, windy.
It has been
chilly and rain,
and that's definitely a part of it.
And that's just not who they are. And they're a team. They're a dead red team. They feast on fastballs.
I know.
The ball doesn't carry.
It's just a lot of struggle.
They need home runs,
which they're not getting.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm not like panicked, but I am like.
Oh, you get nervous.
You look a little nervous.
You're a little nervous. You get nervous.
When you project ahead 2.5 weeks from now, I mean, you're talking about 15, 16% of the season already.
I mean,
but it's not like it's
a good sample size.
It's not like the Braves came out and are like 9-2. They're 2 games out right now.
Play so many games.
I'm not worried about them being a playoff
10 to 15% of the season. Yeah. First of all, I mean, by the way, Strider get the surgery out.
By the way, new Tommy John out there.
Yeah, I know.
Where this new guy in Texas is coming up with a new method where they don't have to be out 2 years.
I know.
Ooh,
I know.
Why couldn't Andrew Painter get that?
Medical science is incredible.
Yeah, where was Painter on that one?
Man, it's a good point. But my only point to you about
I'm not
this.
panicked. It's just some of it's gross. Like Castellanos is gross right now.
It's definitely not fun.
Bryce
to watch.
Harper's bad luck. Trey Turner, there's an element of bad luck. Like they're smoking the ball.
Well, Turner had a great day yesterday.
Yeah, he did. And even some of the outs he was hitting were 99, 100 miles an hour off the bat. And Harper's the same way. It's just I don't know. It's just a tough April.
Castellanos.
Are you not worried about Trey? Trey's had a good 10 days. He seems
No,
to
I'm not
turn
worried
it around.
about you. I'm not worried about any of them.
Is Nick the one? I mean,
Yeah,
but you know what he
yeah,
is.
he's
Like,
gonna
like,
struggle.
like, what's his? What do you expect from him? Like, here's what I look at him.
Doubles.
Right. He's a run producer.
Doubles and runs. That's all I care about.
Like, he's one of these dudes that once the lineup starts to click and there's RBI opportunity, then you watch his numbers will tick back in, and that's kind of what he is.
Yeah.
He's never going to hit you, 40 bombs.
No, he was only over 30 once in his career.
And that was in Cincinnati.
And he had 29
because
here
of that
last year.
ballpark.
Yeah. So, like, if he gives you what he gave you last year, that's a win.
You love it.
Yeah,
You just
absolutely.
produce some runs, man. Get some big hits, gappers.
I just need to see some good baseball. That's all.
Yeah, it's a shit. Well, here's what.
Because it's kind of torturous
Wheeler,
at
it's
times.
torture for Wheeler, too.
horrible
It's a
watch.
shame.
Yeah.
Because you pitch a little differently when you have run support. And they never give him run support. And, of course, it unravels yesterday, which is a shame. He's pitching a gem. He's got 10 strikeouts. And
I know.
next thing you know, it unravels.
Yeah. And the pitching, I mean, the positives are the pitching, both bullpen and starting rotation have been great. Team ERA, you're great. The bullpens, I think you got a couple.
Other than Sir Anthony.
Yeah, I think he's now below Orion.
Because I worry about.
I mean, I think Orion,
Kirker
Hoffman, and Alvarado are your big three, and then you just kind of mix and match outside of that. Sir Anthony doesn't look like he's getting back in that big three.
Yeah.
He might be. Yeah.
But you should feel good. The pitching's good. The bats will come around. We know this. It just happens every year.
I know. It's just I want to watch good baseball. Yeah. I'm impatient, man.
There are 5 other teams who hit more double plays than the Phillies.
Yeah,
if that
the
gives you any
Yankees
solace.
and somebody else. But yeah, the double plays, the stupid base running. It's just like, all right, guys, let's go. Let's start playing some good baseball.
Defense a little bit. Defense been a little spotty too.
We know it's in there.
Yeah.
Like, let's see it now.
Yeah.
I'm impatient.
All right, it's April. All right, April. All right. So let's talk about what really happens in April, and that's the NBA playoffs. All right.
I'm not a ray of sunshine today. Ian.
Okay, well,
What's going on?
so let's talk about it. Sixers and Heat. So, of course, you're thinking Jimmy, and let's go back to the Butler situation. We'll go back in the day. That's brought to you by Rite Aid. Don't forget your local neighborhood Rite Aid for all your goods, especially your allergy medication, because Bro and I need that.
Yeah.
So you have Jimmy Fear?
No, not Jimmy Fear. Joel Fear. The knee. I mean,
well, yesterday
he's Mr. Glass, man. He's like the ultimate Philadelphia sports tease. He's probably the best defender in the league, probably the best offensive player in the league. He's overall probably just the best player in the world when healthy. Can't stay healthy, jams his knee on, what was it, Friday or Saturday?
Yeah.
I get resting him. That makes sense. You can beat the Nets without him.
Yeah, you don't need it. But Friday night.
But I don't believe anything I hear out of that team.
No.
So, like, when Nick Nurse says he's fine, I'm like, I want to believe that.
Yeah.
But I'm nervous.
Well, Friday night, when he has the knee and he comes back, you're like, oh, thank God. But you were, I don't know about you. I know about you. And we were all.
I woke up first
panicked.
thing Saturday, like, please tell me there's no swelling.
Yeah,
Please tell me there's no swelling. Like, I'm letting Joel Embiid's knee dictate my life.
Yeah,
and we're back again.
That's the role. That's what Philadelphia sports fans do. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But I can't take the, see, he's going to get hurt. Don't wish it into the freaking universe.
Yeah. I mean, he's clearly one of the most talented players ever to put on a basketball jersey.
And
you take that chance
people go,
times.
well, how could you arrest him? And listen, you don't need to mess with him.
He was on the text chain. This isn't good. The rest of them.
Yeah. I was panicked.
I'm on the opposite spectrum. I didn't want him to play at all. Now I feel fine.
You're like,
I'm fine with him.
I think he's going to. I think he's going to be.
But Wednesday, if I see him grabbing that knee or hunched over,
don't put that in the universe.
I'm going to have heart palpitations.
Yeah, don't put that in. Don't.
I'm not worried about the Heat this time. If he plays, they're gonna win.
Nurse.
Yeah.
Nurse.
I mean, when Joel and Tyrese play together, they're as good as any duo in the NBA.
And you now have a coach that can win you games.
Yeah.
Like, that's the key.
How about that timeout play, the half-court inbound beauty?
Insane, right?
Yeah.
That was a beauty. And Doc's not doing that.
No.
Doc's sinking Milwaukee.
Doc's going.
Let's get their ass in the second round.
Let's go, guys. Play D.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Rebound.
Come on, guys.
Rebound.
Guys.
Box out.
Come on.
Box out.
Worst huddle
Come on.
footage ever. Like, he looks so bad.
I know.
It's national game.
Come on, guys. Come on, please.
Come on,
guys. You got a little more in you. Come on.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
gonna
I
play
know.
me.
Push yourself. Gotta push yourself.
But selfishly, and I know you would probably love to see this, an MSG Knicks playoff battle.
Oh my God, yeah.
I had a lot of New York buddies. They love the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
We've never really been
Yeah, yeah.
rivals before, so like I'm selfishly,
Yeah.
I want it because I think
We've never been rivals. It's
No,
never.
never.
Sixers and Knicks. When the Sixers were really good, late 70s into the 80s, the Knicks stunk, right?
Yeah,
And then you had, when the Knicks were good with Riley and Van Gundy,
Sixers
90s,
stunk.
Sixers are horrible. Yeah.
And then the Iverson era, the Knicks stunk.
Yeah.
So it's never really happened. So I really want to see that. I'd love to see playoff MSG
And
basketball.
then remember Larry Brown went back there.
Yeah,
Like crazy.
and I think they're going to beat the Knicks. Frankly,
Yeah.
I'm just worried about his knee. That's all.
I don't want to look past the Heat, but I am dying for that matchup.
Well,
with
you
the
have
Knicks.
to win
Those
those.
celebrities,
Yeah.
like Ben Stiller.
Oh,
yeah. You like the Ben Stiller commercial? The golf?
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, he's
cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I like Ben
I
Stiller.
know. I can't hate on Ben.
I think part of it's his dad was so cool
Yes.
Yeah.
that he inherited. some
He
moves.
had to be right.
Yeah.
It was almost cool proof.
He's a nepo cool.
Yeah, exactly. What do we got from the people?
Oh, from the people, there was some love, and you can't get enough love for JP's. K Red says it really takes some cojones to sing a cappella. And man, I give it to him. It
You like that?
does.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
JP singing the Sixers song in Spanish is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
great
caught that
stuff.
on YouTube.
We got a Joseph Kirkman. Yeah, shout out to the Union, which sometimes we don't give enough. They are the only undefeated team in the MLS.
Yes, that's
Go
right.
Union.
That's right.
Yeah.
JP. Yeah. If JP was sitting here right now, he'd be all about that.
We got regarding the playoffs and the Clippers, Jim G. Harden stank will come out again, which I think we can all agree on.
You think
Yeah.
Paul George is
Yeah,
real?
Yeah.
You think
Here?
he would come?
So
Over here?
everybody in LA, because I was doing my Fox show, I do it every week, and it's based out of LA, and all the LA people are like, "Yeah, he's going to Philly. He's going
Really?
to Philly." Yeah, I know,
Tyrese, PG, and Embiid.
I know.
You like
I
that,
know.
man? Are you a fan of that?
Yeah, yeah.
Not named Tobias Harris? Yeah,
Yes.
come on down.
Yeah, even if he's part-time PG, I don't care.
Yeah. Playoff P.
Yeah, yeah.
I do hate that he nicknamed himself
Yeah.
Playoff P.
Yeah,
That was pretty
I
weird.
know.
But I'll take it.
Right,
And it's
better
good,
than playoff PP.
it's good we got Bro here. He's a food guy. We had a lot of bagel topping discussion
Ooh, love
about
bagels.
smear. There's a lot of love for the scallions, the
Oh.
garlic, and there's some smoked salmon talk. Like,
Yeah, we do the smoked salmon in the fridge sometimes. My wife.
What do
and
you
kid.
do on the bagel? You're
Chive cream cheese is my absolute favorite, and I had that pretzel bagel from Bagels and Co. Like on opening day, they dropped them off.
oh yeah.
Dude!
Is it good?
Oh my! I haven't stopped thinking about it for like
Really?
2.5 weeks.
Pretzel bagel sounds good.
It was phenomenal. I'm usually an everything man, and the chive cream cheese.
The one that they said that JP had, which was jalapeno cheddar.
Ooh.
You wouldn't need any I'm not a
Yeah.
cream cheese. I don't like cream cheese.
Well, my preference, my go-to is the pork roll, egg, and cheese on the everything.
Oh yeah, dude, that's good.
But if I'm not being fat, Jamie, and going pork roll, egg, and cheese, then I just do a little schmear on there, you know. And you know it's not bad too. You air fry a little hash brown, throw that on
the
the
air
cream
fryer hash
cheese,
brown is so good.
throw it on a cream cheese bagel. and
What,
just
you
eat that sandwich.
make a homemade hash brown?
Yeah, they sell them now, like
I
like
mean,
Mickey
we
D's.
make a frozen one.
Yeah, we make frozen ones.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
just buy
really?
like a 10-pack or yeah.
get
Trader
out.
Joe's makes some really good ones too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Throw that
we
on a
just
bagel.
got an air fryer.
Oh, yeah?
We're like late to the
Oh,
party.
Oh,
It's gonna
dude.
change your world,
Dude.
man. We use it every day. I
Do
feel
you?
like. Yeah, every
Might as well
day.
throw the microwave out.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, the air
Well,
fryer.
it changed pizza.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reheat pizza in the air
It's
fryer.
tremendous because it's got the bake. So you could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do all the veggies in there for dinner usually. Like
Have you done a homemade potato?
yeah, done potatoes in there.
Like-
The Uncrustable is a delightful item in the air fryer.
What's that?
Peanut butter and
the
jelly
PB&J
Uncrustable?
Uncrustable. that
Oh,
the
you put
girls
that
have.
really?
Yeah, I'll throw one in for myself. Nice
No.
little snack.
How many minutes you throw that in for?
Like 4. And it's get nice and crispy on the outside.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Welcome to the club, man.
Yeah.
It's a whole new world.
I made a homemade French bread pizza.
Nice.
For Massimo.
Nice.
He likes because I had tomato sauce I had made, right? And then I have the mozzarella and then they put oregano and pepperoni.
I like a French bread pizza.
Yeah, he loves it. He's all about it.
Yeah.
All right. So you're nervous about Joe, but you feel good about the Sixers.
Yeah, I feel great about the Sixers as long as he's healthy.
Right. You feel good where the Flyers are headed. We had Jonesy on today.
Yeah. I'd like to see Cutter Gauthier this weekend say that he was going to make Denver cry and then go out and lose. That brought me a smile.
He's playing Thursday, I think they said.
Is he
He's
really?
coming up for the last Bucks game.
That bastard.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you feel better than you did a year ago with the Flyers. For sure.
You feel like they're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Right. And then Devontae, what's the impact on AJ?
They seem pretty cool. I think it's on your quarterback to evenly distribute now a little bit. That's probably something he's got to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Listen, all eyes on Jalen, baby.
Yeah, but we've seen so many bad wide receivers here. It is pretty great to have two guys like that locked up for a couple of years.
Someone in the comments was like, cryptic AJ tweet coming shortly.
1K always open.
Brother, great stuff. You and Renee coming up next.
Yes.
On the Phillies, all PHLY Philly show. Don't worry, bro.
No, I know. I just want to see good baseball.
You get frustrated. I feel you.
We've had this debate for 20 years now?
Yeah. Big week. We're going to have Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the show. Nice. We will have Danny Green on the show. Lots, of course, Baldy and Legs. So it's going to be a busy week. Thanks for hanging, everybody. We love you. Make the day great. And we'll see you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.